live in an age of disruption. Things like Uber and Airbnb were things that, honestly speaking, city governments right the way across the globe didn't necessarily anticipate as well as they perhaps could. So we need to get that there are new ways of doing things.
People are becoming more tech savvy, and they know what's being put in front of them. They know when they're being lied to. They know when something's genuine. So you've got to now be a little bit smarter, a little bit more nimble on your feet and agile as to how you perhaps advertise these guys or throw content at them as well, because it's going to get a lot harder because people will see through the bullshit completely.
The analytics tools are an incredibly powerful way of identifying content that's important, but ultimately it's about what you do with those insights. And so, the place of the editor, the place of your reporters and your team, and the creativity of how they will move that story along is crucial to where it goes next.
I think that as a brand in the modern world, continuing to do what you did last year because you've got data to prove it works is a far bigger risk than putting aside some of your budget, some of your energy to try something completely new just because it sounds about right.
I feel like it's maybe not a coincidence that we're getting to a place where there's a lot of quantitative data, but it feels like our understanding about each other is going rapidly the other way.
And I think authenticity, although it makes me cringe to say it because it is one of those words, but I think it's super important right now. I think for young brands who are responding to an environment where we all feel disconnected by our politics or frankly frightened that it's all going to kick off at any minute in a direction that we cannot predict.
Comedy by its very nature, if it's any good, is kind of nuanced and ironic, and it has double meanings, and that's all great, but that is what is being eradicated by this policing. People just want incredibly black and white statements that can't be possibly interpreted ambiguously, and that's a real shame, because you'll know in what you do that actually if you can provide interesting different meanings to something, then that's how people are touched by it or moved by it or think about it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I think that this is the thing is that people are very easily offended, therefore the temptation, I think particularly for brands, is to try not to offend and to therefore be bland. But what we know about this space is that in order to cut through at all, you have to have a point of view and you have to have some edge. So maybe creating some level of offence or a reaction is a good thing, and we should just do it anyway.
For us, this is a perfect start to the Upfronts week. Having the DigitasLBi Newfront really gives brands something a bit different, whereas all the other events give media owners a chance to show off what they're doing. This gives marketers a chance to come and learn something a bit different and give them something to think about before the Upfront week really starts.
Events such as this are extremely important because it helps you get out of the bubble of your own team and your own colleagues and your own way of thinking. So you can come to events such as these and listen to other people, listen to other ways of doing the same thing, and see if there's anything you can learn from that to improve what you're doing.
Key thing really for me from the event was that we're in a difficult time. There's a lot of uncertainty for brands. It's difficult for brands to know how to react. And the thing that really stood through or shone through for me was that being sincere, being truthful, and having a point of view is absolutely critical for brands.